propeller, first thing first, you must have a technical drawing. Alright?
Okay, now we will start by cutting the technical drawings to make it as a template. Alright? And then we're going to paste it on this wood, and then we glue the paper on the wood, and then we cut based on the profile. But in order to get the detailed profile, we cannot use this. But I'm showing you how to remove the major parts, okay? The detailed form of it, we can use this machine, all right? And in order to get that, you can see the blade is much thinner than the bandsaw, all right? Okay, now we have the main profile for the propeller. Now we're going to identify how we can remove more areas so that the propeller can be formed as thin as like this. Alright, from this into this.
Now I already cut this side view of it, side profile of it, so that we can have a template. Alright, template for this part. If you can see this, we have to remove this meat. Alright, we also need to remove this meat. So we need to use the template that we have on the side view. Alright, so that you can see. Alright, you fill up the area where to cut, but just watch it, where it should go. Does it meet? Yes, it meet. Right? This line must meet with this line. This line must meet this line. Remember that. And you have to alert that this meat also need to be removed. Right? Need to be removed and also need to be removed. Same like here. Alright? You have to press it down and you will see which part that you can remove later on. So check back whether it does meet. So, in order to ensure this area is nicely positioned, you must remember that you have another profile that you can fit under it. Alright, you can fit under it. Alright, so I have to paste it first, alright, so that you can see what I'm talking about, to make sure whether the line is meet or not. Alright?
When you have this area, you know you're going to remove this part. So you have to identify which one. So this one you have to remove, right? Right? Be careful not to set off the fine line. The fine line is very, very important to get the good quality of propeller. And same like what you have here, you have to remove this area. Alright? Alright? All the hatch area you're going to be removing.
Alright, other than using a machine, basically we can do it manually by having this saw and this G-clamp. Alright, G-clamp. You have to clamp it using another piece of wood so that your wood surface won't damage. Alright, so make sure your position where you want to remove it is according to your reference and ergonomic, yeah, so that you can place your saw and you can do the cutting ergonomically. Alright, so you have to make the cutting until it stops at the line. Until it stops at the line. Alright, this you have to make it 5 and then you have to sew it until the line. Alright, okay. Alright, other than using a machine, basically you can use these working tools so that you can control your cutting. So just now I just showed you how to cut the excess wood into segments, yeah, into segments, so that we can just remove this part easily. You have to remove this part and then you have to file it. Alright, you have to file it slowly until the you reach the line here. Alright, until you reach the line. Right? That's why better for you to mark. Alright, do not depending on the paper because sometimes it will take off like this. Alright, but in this case you must use pen and mark it immediately so that you won't lose the line.
there's a hole need to be drilled. It's about 6 diameter, and you can use the driller with a 6 mm drill bit. All right. For now, I will use 320 coarseness of sandpaper to make the surface fine, and you can remove the template. Don't worry about this. Alright? See? You have the basic form of it. And then you can just sand it until it's fine. And not to forget, try to get as best as you can the hard edges, the hard lines here. Alright, it makes your model looks more precise. The outer surface, you can just use your hands. Alright. Very smooth, yeah, very smooth. There's no excess, there's no dust. So this will be best condition to be coated with resin later on. All right. Go to the next process, which is surfacing using resin. Okay.